And today on How Did They Make That Video, we're going to be talking about a much longer video, which is actually made by Nat and Friends, one of the Googlers, published on 17th of November 17, called Will Computers Ever Hear Like People Do? So the best thing to do here is ask a couple of questions and then I'll get into the things. And that is, the attention really is in what else can we learn. So first of all, in this video that's 11 minutes and 37 seconds long is a longer piece. So in other words, we've got 11 and a half minutes or so, 697 seconds, with 300 or so timeline events, which, although doing the maths, is 2.3 seconds each. It's a very fast-paced video. Reason I'm pausing is to try and figure out how long this thing would take to do. How long did it take to make? And I would say weeks, if not a month, quite honestly. On the spoken transcript, there are 1922 words, which divided by 11.6 minutes is about 166 words per minute. So how really does that actually compare to something like, say, I've just gone to a Google with virtual speech, and you can see that if we stick in between, goodness, I mean, this piece down the middle here, we're really talking about people speaking between about 100 and about 160 words a minute. I'm going to forget auctioneers and commentators, because obviously they speak very quickly. What I'm getting at here is that if you go on and you say to this particular video with Natalie presenting and other speakers, 166 on 1900 words is a lot. So let's actually have a look at the components of this video and try and figure out what it is all about. So come back to the beginning. I can't do too much on this apart from spend a long time studying it myself, and I hope you do too. If you're not privy or don't have a editor like this, then what you can do on a bargain basement for free is, I'll just bring that down so you can see it, and that is that I've opened up the free GOM player that you can download, and what that allows it to do, and I'm just going to make sure that we can actually mute this. Tell you what we'll do. Actually, it's not going to come through anyway, so what I'll do is if I hit spacebar and the video starts to play, using the forward arrows I can skip through 10 seconds at a time. It might help you understand it going faster or slower. Similarly, if you like something, say like, I want to make a note of that, what you can do is you can use a keyboard shortcut to add a bookmark, or you can go in and look at playback, bookmarks, note it's B, and then create a new bookmark. And what you'll find as you go through, you can see that little, where I'm hovering, there is now a bookmark there. And then what we can do is, as you go through it, and we can also use the Z, X and C buttons on here, you notice that we're actually going at something crazy like 3.2 speed, like that. And that is another way that you can actually fast forward and skip. Yes, you can do it on YouTube and you can go up to 2 times speed. Let's quit out of that. That was a tip. And go back into the components that we're looking at. And I want to make this video quite short, in under, we're 4 minutes in already, just a minute or two more. So what I've done, and I did this a long time ago because I was actually interested in watching the video and doing it privately myself, is that when we come in, and you can see that with my bookmarks here, or my markers, I've gone in there and every so often I've actually made something, and in the end it was like quite a detailed thing, and you can see up to what's this, about 206 seconds, so 3 minutes or so, that we've had 100 timeline events. So if you imagine sitting down with yourself or a camera person, an audio person, a director, it might just be you. Think how long it's going to take to get all of these components done. And then I keep moving through down to like 260. What's that? We've got an interview going on here. That's it really, apart from to come back to the very beginning, because let's be honest, you know, people watch the videos from left to right, in other words, from the start to the finish, unless they want to skip around. What we've got, I'm just going by frame, is this is a lovely animation. Again, total guess, unless Nat confirms it, who knows, that maybe After Effects. I mean, by trade, Google Creative Labs, and you know that this is a Google made, or Google 20%, or Google project made videos. We can guess. So that's the bumper that comes in, which is superb. Then you come in again. If you haven't watched these 11 minutes, go away and watch it now. Highlights. We've just got so many things going on. I can't say more than that, can I? We've got in-depth interviews, we've got animations. It's all about audio, so the audio is exceptionally good. There are a lot of components. Bottom line, let's finish up, because yeah, we've just gone over 6 minutes. Is the main thing is how long did it take to make this video? If it was one person, I would say you could be on this for a month, guess. If you are asking these questions, as this is episode 3, is how did they make that video? You're going to have to break it down scene by scene. What can we learn from it? I think tons. Bear in mind that if you watch television and you were there for say 22-24 minutes with an ad break, 30 minutes, maybe a 59-minute documentary, imagine that you're going up to like 1,000 odd events. You know, if you're getting into this video making idea, then go through and start doing lots and lots of counting and just mini maths to figure out how easy it is to do things. So this one here, which I had a look at, where is it? I just clicked someone here, and yeah, this guy here, look. So from that setup, they're in New York. So you've got one person operating the camera, you've got an audio person recording, but in theory that person there could have set the camera. They probably didn't. I don't know, I'm guessing. But it's an easy shot. Is it a wide angle shot? Could it be from like an action camera? Could a phone taken that pretty easily? Some of them are not. That one, again, make the animation come back. Very interesting stuff. These 2 words I want to finish with. What else are probably the 2 biggest words that you could learn. So after you go say, how did you make the video, and you've had a good look at the timeline and the components, what can you learn from it to take to your own video making yourself? Probably tons, because there's 11.6 minutes in this particular one. And the final part is, what else? What else have I missed? If I had a penny for every single time I would possibly ask that question, say, what else is there? What else have I missed? What else have I missed? There's a misser here. Maybe you have something like, where was it with Natalie just standing in the thing? Let me just bring it back a tiny second. Not that one. That one. Look at the lighting. Light. Was that a 2 lighting setup? Was it maybe 3 lighting with one above? I reckon there's a lot of lights there. I'm not good at a lighting person at all. I like to use daylight. Anyway, that's episode 3. Please leave a question to me, to anybody else. Have a chat. Good luck with your video making.